Got a trailers? Thor Ragnarok? Thoughts?
I loved it. I love at first, okay, so they got the Led Zeppelin song, which I thought was great.
Which is incredible.
At first I was like, what is this White Stripes bullshit that's playing right now?
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. It takes me a second.
Stings.
It takes me, I didn't have to look it up.
Yeah, dude. Come on. I grew up on that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it was great. And I love the whole 80s feel for the whole thing. And I started like, oh, was this comic
The
book?
retro wave look. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but and then I was looking it up, like, was the comic books that this is based on, were those written in the 80s? And then, like, no, they were all like 2004. So.
Yeah, these storylines are pretty much 2000s.
Yeah.
It's just they're doing a stylistic approach to it, which is, I think, so...
For the trailer, it definitely works.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think as a movie... I think Ragnarok is going to be a fantastic one. I think it's going to be a very good movie. I think it's going to be one of those rare ones where it's going to be the third in a series that surpasses the other two. Like as a fan of Marvel and of comic books, I was definitely not excited when Thor came out as a standalone movie. I just was not. I was like, very boring to me, and it delivered in that with the movies. It was just like, all right, they just are there they're there to make the Avengers. That's all it is. But this one, I'm definitely excited for. I very much mirror Kevin Smith's reaction to it. If you,
I didn't get to see that. What did he do?
Dude, if you haven't seen it, if you're a Kevin Smith fan, it's
sure.
It's Kevin Smith written all over it. He's borderline orgasmic about this trailer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is.
Just put my jizz all everywhere. Just like, jizz coming out of my face.
It's like 6 a.m, I think, where he's at, and he's just like, it's very, very early, and we're gonna watch the Ragnarok trailer right now. Fast forward 30 seconds later, so much jizz. Like, he's just, it's just he's very excited about the trailer. He said it's the best thing that's ever happened in his life. I think is actually what he said.
Yeah. It gets people very pumped up because there's no Natalie Portman bullshit going on. It is just straight up Asgard is fucked. He gets cast away.
Oh my god, dude, yeah, she can goth it up like crazy.
But obviously, the big jizz moment for Kevin Smith was the reveal of Hulk.
Oh yeah,
and that they're kind of doing a bit of Planet Hulk in there.
And the line that he did is cool. Like, I know him from work. Like, that was really funny.
That's kind of a
and fucking Goldblum, come on, Goldblum.
Goldblum. I don't get
Jeff Goldblum.
He was I forget his name, but he's the one that's sort of controlling Hulk.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't.
He's like like Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator. Okay, he's basically that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, very exciting. I'm kind of worried that they're going to cram in too much story into it. Maybe it's a 3-hour movie. Maybe they'll.
I almost guarantee they will. I think it's.
But the fact that they put Hulk in there and they throw in Planet Hulk, because now you got to explain Planet Hulk. Now you got to explain why the hell Hulk is not on Earth.
That's what's happening with all. True. But that's what happens with all the Marvel movies. Right. That, like, all the ones that are even related to the Avengers. Is like, even the Avengers, like they're putting so much into every movie because they're just overpacking with story shit to where they're not overlapping, but they're missing things. And then
this is the first one though that it has a secondary character from the Avengers that's doing almost like double duty.
Sure.
And like Captain America had Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, had her, and that was a bit of her storyline involved in his movie. But this is like a whole other thing with Planet Hulk.
It is.
I mean, because the whole thing with Planet Hulk is that they shut him in space because he's too fucking crazy. He's too mad to be on Earth.
It's not too hard to explain though. Just a couple of scenes. He's destroying shit.
So I mean, are they going to have everybody involved to make the decision that we got to get rid of Hulk?
Maybe S.H.I.E.L.D. just does it. Maybe they just drop a little cage on
I think it's going to be interesting because it's kind of the same thing that happens with the after credit scenes on a lot of these movies now, where they're very meta, and they're like, you have to know your shit to understand a lot of these after credit scenes.
Yeah.
You know, like Benicio del Toro showing up as like the collector and like things like that. Like, you have to like really know your shit and be like, oh, that's amazing, or like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, there's no gray area where it's like, no, I kind of know that. I think that's kind of what's going to happen with this. I think there's going to be a lot of like stuff that's going to be planted for future stuff.
But I will say, like, I was like you, the other Thors didn't really do anything for me. This one, I'm excited for.
This is super pumped for.
And also, I mean, what's his face? Cumberbatch is supposed to be in here because that's how Doctor Strange ended.
Oh,
with Thor.
Really?
Remember after the credit scene, Thor was like, "I need help fighting Odin because he's in Earth."
Yeah, a little tie-in.
So
I
now
forgot about
Doctor
that.
Strange.
Yeah.
So you're throwing him in there
He
as
just
well.
teleports him to fucking another planet.
Well, that's the
Oh.
whole thing is that Odin is on Earth. He's lost his godly powers.
Gotcha.
Side note, didn't think I was going to like Doctor Strange, and I ended up loving it. Yeah.